Part of the fun of the holidays is going home to see relatives, but for aging parents, these visits can be eye-opening. According to the U.S. Census, only about 10% of homes in the U.S. are aging ready. So as we see relatives for the first time in a long time, we may find that their home is no longer meeting their needs, or we may just notice big changes with our family members. Shannon Bland is a memory care director with Traditions at Beaumont Senior Living Community, and she joins us here now with some of those all-important warning signs. Great to have you here, and such an important topic.
Yes, glad to be here.
You know, for many of us, we're going home to see family members. It could be a parent, it could be an aunt, we could be visiting with multiple people, and we haven't seen them in a while.
Right.
And so we may notice some changes. What are the difference between changes we shouldn't worry about and changes that we need to make sure that our loved ones get help?
Correct. A lot of times when we have visitors coming into our communities, Traditions at Beaumont and Traditions at Hunter Station in Sellersburg, I always ask them what brings them in, and a lot of times it has to do with the fact that they've seen something when they've come to visit that they're concerned about because it affects their quality of life.
Yeah. When do we need to take that step, though, to looking at a senior living community or memory care?
Specific things to look for when you're at home, a big thing is medications. That if they're not taking them, if they're taking too many of them, that they're all discombobulated, that they're confused about when they're supposed to take them. Could also be that they're getting lost, that neighbors are calling saying that family members are running or walking around the neighborhood confused, not knowing where, or that the police have been called to bring them back to the home. Also, they get lost when they drive, that they have no idea where they're going in town and out. Check expired food in the refrigerator to see if they're eating properly, if they're getting adequate nutrition, and then along with that, looking at their appearance. Are they losing weight because they're forgetting to eat? Are they putting clothes on in the wrong order, putting their shoes on and then their socks? Or normally if they were dressed to the nines, their hair done well, their makeup perfect, and then you come home and none of that's happening, those are kind of signs to be looking for.
Every senior care community offers different levels of care or multiple levels of care under all in one roof. What are the different services that you all offer?
Our Traditions communities here in the Kentuckiana area do offer independent living and assisted living and memory care. So
looking at the facility, the location right now, beautiful location in between Fern Creek and Mount Washington. I've been out there to visit, and it's nestled away in a neighborhood. You think that sometimes when people come to visit, what they think a senior community is very different from what they see on the location.
Yes, and a lot of times there used to be a stigma and misconception about what senior living meant. But I'm here to tell you, I've been in the senior living communities and working in senior living for over 25 years, and the improvements that have been made in senior living, our communities are alive and thriving. They're beautiful. We've got activities going on that a lot of times, families will try to come in and visit with their loved one.
They're
and
busy.
I don't have time to talk with you.
That's so great, though.
That they are too busy to deal, to talk with their family members because they have so many activities that are going on that they want to be involved with.
I've been out there when I think when I was there too, they had like whatever were the sushi rolls that night and happy hour at this time, and it was just such a bustling place. But you also have the capability to address more serious concerns like memory care.
Absolutely.
You have the staff on site that can tackle that.
We have a lot of engaging, innovative activities that go on along with our highly trained and compassionate staff that are available to help meet and maximize everyone's quality of life.
Such great information this holiday season. Of course, you all are available to talk to if people want to stop by. Certainly, you guys are honoring your veterans every single day.
Yes.
This is a beautiful wall in memory for many of your residents that are veterans that have proudly served our country. Thank you so much for stopping by. Such important information. If you all have questions and maybe you want to reach out to Traditions at Beaumont to get started, all you have to do is go traditions@beaumont.com.
The T.